Hey soul friends, welcome back.
Indeed, welcome to Soul Vibe Insights. In today's video, we're going to talk about the different things that we have learned about souls in the Akashic Records.
Incorporating these things will give you a big boost in your life, y'all. I'm Maddie.
Hi, I'm Emily.
Okay,
Stay tuned.
the next thing we want to talk about is how your intuition works.
Yay!
Every single one of us is intuitive, whether we have belief in that or not.
Whether we're aware of it or not.
Yes. Whether you trust your guidance or not, we are all intuitive. There are a whole bunch of different intuitive gifts. We tend to have all of these available at our disposal, but one or two might be our strengths of intuition. And whatever your strength is, you want to kind of lean into it, really develop that intuitive gift. And the more you do, you're building trust with that. So you're building trust in intuition. You're building trust in all of the gifts that might come up. Because depending what you're up to, claircognizance, the clear knowing, without being able to point to why you know something, you just know it, it's here, that's the way it needed to come for you. Boom, you trust because you've been working on your intuition gift. Yeah, claircognizance is one of my personal gifts, and I love it because a lot of the other gifts come with needing to interpret what you just saw or what you just heard or what's going on. But claircognizance is here's the information, here's your decision, boom.
Well, and a lot of times they work in conjunction with each other as well. And for so long, and what we're really finding is that clairvoyance has been this umbrella term that has covered all of these different intuitive gifts, and it turns out that clairvoyance is more rare on as far as the intuitive gifts go. People feel things, they know things, they may hear things, but really the feeling and the knowing is something that I feel like is a little bit more often experienced by people, and they may not even know why. But we're of the belief that your intuitive gifts is one of the ways that your soul speaks to you. And so it's really a good practice not to shut down these intuitive hits that you get, to really try to develop trust. And you don't just have to be at the whim either of your intuition at all times. You can really work together like with your soul to come up with a system that works for you. And ways you can do this is by literally saying out loud, I want this to mean this. If you show me this, I know that it means this. Like, if you show me a butterfly, I know that it means that I need to stop worrying so much and to just have faith that things will work out. Or maybe you want to see different numbers that mean different things. There's plenty of websites out there that tell you different meanings to different numbers. And so you kind of develop a system through a system that's already made, where you look up this specific number and it means a certain thing according to this website, and you say, okay, hey soul, hey spirit team, this number means this to me. And so when you show that number to me, that is what I'm going to take it to mean. And then you can kind of develop a system that way as well.
And that's really important what Emily just said. It's really important because it matters more what it means to you.
Oh yeah.
Than wherever you go to find the information and somebody tells you it means that. Just because someone says it means something doesn't mean it has to mean that for you. All right?
For sure.
Absolutely. But when you're letting your guide team and your soul know, hey, number 33 means this to me, show me this when I need to know to step forward and do that. And then the next time you see that, you'll understand because you're telling your guide team and your soul, this is what it means to me. If you want to communicate to me, if you want to give me intuitive guidance, this means this to me. And Emily mentioned asking to see something. Something we've done in the past is ask for a trio. Just in case you believe in coincidence and randomized acts. Well, you don't want that butterfly to be a random act, right? Hey, show me 3 butterflies. 3 times and
Three times.
And I'll understand that I have to act. This is not a coincidence. This isn't random. This is definitely my soul speaking to me. I'm on it. Here we go. Or you're listening to a certain song when a beautiful image pops in your mind and, oh my God, that would be amazing. Okay, hey soul, if I hear this song again this day, I'm on it. I will go and buy that and take that trip that is lighting my soul up right now because I'm super excited about that potential. And then you do a couple of errands and you go into your job and the song's playing at your work or something. Like this is how it can happen. But you taking a little bit of control and saying to your soul and to your guide team,
Speak to me this way.
speak to me in this way.
Yeah.
I like numbers. I like songs.
Animal friends.
Animal friends.
Yeah,
that's
we love
some of
animal
our favorite.
friends.
Lots of messages from animal friends.
But basically, it's about developing this language with your intuition. But don't get too rigid on it because you don't want to lose awareness of other things that could possibly be your intuition speaking to you. My biggest suggestion is anything out of the ordinary probably has some sort of relevance, especially if it's something that you notice and you're like, holy shit, oh my God, it's a bald eagle and it flew like right over my face or something of that nature. Like something that just doesn't happen every day. Something that really just kind of blows you away.
That one literally happened to us like last week, maybe 8 or 9 days ago on a walk, on a 3-mile walk
cool.
around this small lake. We saw a bald eagle curve around and we were like, oh my God, if it comes and flies over us right now, that's going to mean X. And we pretty much said that. It turned around and then dipped down low about 20 feet over our heads and just gave us a flyby. It was super cool, mind-blowing. When you work with your intuition, these are the kind of things that can happen. You can call your shot sometimes. And spirit will be like, oh yeah, here it comes. You thought, oh, that thing's flying away. But if it turns around and comes and flies over us, it means that, oh, you're listening now, are you? Okay, thank you, guide team. Thanks, soul. Appreciate it.
Thank you, eagle.
Yeah,
for your majesty. So beautiful.
But we would just suggest have fun with your intuition. Play around with how it works. And if you see something random and you haven't set up maybe what that means, do a little research. Go online, talk to a good friend, and then see how that resonates with you.
Yeah. What feels good, that's what you go with. Really.
This feels right for what's going on in my life.
Yep.
And then just check in. Hey, I'm getting the information that sign you gave me means this. Is that what's up? Yes? Oh, okay, awesome. I'm on board, thank you. And now going forward, if you see that sign again, what it means.
Yeah, lesson learned.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, right. Have fun with it. Trust. That's a big one. Really get into trust, And if your intuition's giving you a step, something to do, take a step. Because your intuitive guidance, this is something else we found out, is it typically comes one step at a time. And not the 50th step to get to that ending that you want to get to.
Yeah.
We typically have to walk a path, and your intuitive guidance is going to wait to see what you do with that first step, the action in the physical plane, because then the next intuitive guidance will be built upon what you did. And if the ending is wherever the ending is for you, you know where you want to go, or the intuition, your soul knows where you want to go, at least if you're not aware yet of what drives you, is what's big passion, where your end game is with something. So you might...
Your soul knows the plan.
Yeah, well, your soul made the plan, so it knows the plan. But you may take a step over here instead of a step forward. Well,
and it's all okay.
It's totally cool. But your next intuitive guidance might help correct that course a little bit to get you back on a path. It's all learning. It's all growth. Trust your intuitive guidance. Have fun with it. Work with it. It's not this thing that happens outside of you that's not a part of you. It's very much a part of you. You very much get to be the guide as well. You can kind of guide your own guidance, if you will.
Totally. The next thing that we're going to talk about are skills that you are meant to use in this lifetime to bring you the most success. These can be things that, like innate strengths that you've developed over many lifetimes so that they are really strong within your energy and the things that you are very good at naturally. And they can also be something that you've decided that, okay, I want to bring this into this lifetime this time because this is going to help me the most in order to get to where I want to go. And these show up in multitudes of different ways. And it really just kind of helps show what the trajectory I mean, I almost kind of feel like these kind of help more with the career, like what career you're meant to have in this lifetime. What do you think about that?
If it's not going to help in a career, it's going to be a big urge for you to have to do. So this could be something we call the banner carrier. And you could be a lawyer who does pro bono work. You earn money, but then you also help somebody who maybe can't afford your services because that's important to you. That's a skill set that you wanted to develop. You wanted to make sure and do, whether you're getting paid for it or not. This could show up in a way that you're an activist. You hit up protests and stuff like that. Who cares what your day job is, but certain issues are important to you or your friends or your family. So you're taking that banner up for them as well and joining in the fight, so to speak. So whether these are part of your job or how you earn your money here on earth, they are things that are big urging and they're going to feel very important to you, these to make sure to utilize this skill.
Yeah, definitely. So maybe it's not necessarily what's going to give you the most financial success, but what's going to make you feel most fulfilled and complete in this lifetime. And so these are all the skills, and we found, like, with our clients, that the more that they put these different skills into use into their lives, the more fulfilled and more meaningful their lives become, because they're using all of their gifts, they're all of their strengths.
Yep, and this is a part of being a soul in a body, to bring those gifts and strengths out. That is part of the purpose. It's part of the fulfillment. And Emily was hitting on it. Whether it's part of your financial success, it's part of what helps you to feel successful, to
Totally.
feel fulfilled, to feel satisfied. Okay, utilizing these archetypes, these skill sets are going to help with the feeling of it, whether it is a part of how you have financial success and abundance, but at least on a feeling level, you're going to feel successful. And it may very well correlate to your financial purpose, to the jobs that you came to do here, to the work that you were going to put in this earth plane as well.
Indeed. And we really believe that the more that you integrate your soul and all of its gifts and all of its wisdom over so many lifetimes and so many experiences, if you can really integrate all of that wisdom into this lifetime right now, I mean, it really just opens up so much more for you. You just have like this plethora of wisdom to pull from.
Yeah, and society, culture, probably your parents like ours. You go to school, get the degree, get the home, the car, the family, the friends.
Picket fence.
You know what I mean? Seriously.
All of
this is
the checklist.
Let's call it the stereotype or the generalization of what success means. Success is so much more than just achieving those things. We've worked with a lot of people that have all those things and don't feel fulfilled, don't feel deep satisfaction. I was there in my life too. I had all the things, but I still wanted to make an impact in the world differently than I was doing. I wanted to also feel purpose, feel fulfillment. Not just be like, yeah, I mean, I've got the home and car and I'm really happy. I like my surroundings and that feels good, but something was missing too. So just consider that there's more to purpose and fulfillment than just financial. And you bring a whole load of skills here to help you with the financial side and also to help you with just the other things that feel good for no other reason than it feels good to utilize that skill, than to do that. You made that plan up there in a light body, and then now you're fulfilling it in a physical body. That's super cool to me. I just gave myself chills again. Love it.
Nothing brings us more joy than to lift up light workers, healers, people up to their passions, to their excitement, to what brings them joy in life. That's why we love this part, where we talk about your strengths and how to combine all of these different amazing skills that you have into one. I was just going to say, nothing brings us more joy than to like lift up light workers and healers and just people in general, to show them how brave they are to even incarnate, first of all, and B, just all of these different things that you've been through that have shaped who you are, and just how amazing that is, how amazing you are for even being willing to try.
That's the key for me, is being able to share your brilliance of loving light, all that you are, all the potential that resides within you, because it is vast, it is deep, and
it's incredible.
You came to let it out. That's one thing that bonds all souls that are here, is we're trying to express our soul in this lifetime. We're trying to bring these things out, but we need awareness. We need to understand them and then utilize them. And sometimes you are utilizing it, but you don't even realize that it was part of your soul's plan to come utilize it. Yeah. So just having that awareness can even like supercharge what you're doing. Yeah, it brings us great joy.
For sure. So why does any of this matter?
It matters because it starts to paint the picture of where your soul came from, what it's been up to, what it basically deems important to bring out in your human life. We've talked about these life lessons and skills and innate abilities. This paints the picture of what you're here to do, what you're here to vibrate, who you are in the deepest parts of yourself and your personality. Things that you might think are your human personality is really your soul's personality. It's there every single lifetime. And I like to kind of think of it as kind of like a puzzle. If you just look at one piece of a puzzle, unless you've already seen the box, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what the picture will be. But as you start to piece together all these aspects of your soul, the picture develops. The things that you deem important and what you're here experiencing, it starts to make more sense. You start to open up to the bigger awareness. The questions of, why am I here? Why does this happen? They start to get answered because you see this picture, this puzzle getting put together of who you are.
Why am I like this? Yes, we definitely like to think of it as putting together clues of the puzzle because, I mean, even in 30 to 40 pages, which is how long the readings are, we still can't even begin to touch on the entire story, but we can definitely put together all of these clues in a way that helps you understand where you came from, why you're doing the things that you're doing now, why you are the way you are now, and then it definitely provides clues on your trajectory as well. Now we have free will, so you can change up your trajectory at any time, so you don't have to feel locked in any means, but it really does help provide a sense of peace, just wisdom and just this resonance within you on a soul level. The information that we pass along really does resonate deeply with our clients. We've had multiple clients say, you know me, like you've seen me on this whole different level. And then for us, when we haven't met all of our clients, in person, but the ones that we have met and spent some time with, it's like we can see them as their human personality as they are now, but then it's like we can see this timeline of who they've been and then who they're planning on becoming. It's just really kind of a magical thing to get to experience, and it's just really amazing because I mean we're all so multifaceted. We've all experienced so much and we have all of this really deep wisdom within us, and if we can just tap into that in the now, it just provides like so much more peace within our clients and within, it did for us.
Ourselves.
It did for us as well.
Big time.
So
it's about bringing awareness for things for you to tap into. Because if you're not aware, you're just not aware. You may be utilizing these gifts and strings or not. But if you know about them, you can start to incorporate them and intentionally, purposefully tap into it. And I think that's the biggest thing that changed in my life and that we help others with is that awareness, that appreciation. Some of the success and failure stuff becomes kind of moot. That's more of a human thing. It becomes feedback and growth. There is no failure, there's just feedback. Just not that way. Let's try again. Oh, hey, now I'm aware of these gifts. I can lean into this. I can use these. Oh, my feedback's changing. I'm feeling more fulfillment. I'm feeling more success in life. And me personally, like Emily said, it's brought a big peace of mind to me to know this, what I would call an in-depth cliff notes of my soul and what it's been up to and deemed important. It's really helped me to piece together, when I look back on my life, why certain things took place. And I've been able to actually get lessons and learnings now because I have a different lens to look through.
Totally.
In review. That's one of the biggest things that's helped me with my life, to make sense of things that I was holding on to, that just, I'm one of those people. If it doesn't make sense to me, I'm going to keep bringing it up and try to find the solution and make the sense of why that happened, why I acted a certain way, why someone else did that to me, why those people did it to each other. I want things to make sense, but kind of understanding my own life and my gifts and strengths and lessons, it's really helped me make sense of so much stuff that, cool things, baggage things, all sorts of stuff that I've been able to make sense of and let go of. So I'm not carrying them around all the time still.
I don't think anything that we tell our clients is overall shocking, because it is something that just resonates so deeply within them. But bringing that awareness to all of these different aspects of this multifaceted soul that you are really does help bring that peace of mind, but it also gives you the higher perspective and this bird's eye view of why your life has gone the way it's gone, or why it hasn't gone in a certain way as well. And by bringing together these learnings in the now, like I said, you can integrate this wisdom and move forward with more awareness, with more wisdom, and with this higher perspective.
Yeah, that's a really good point. It's that higher perspective. I didn't use those words, but that's what I was trying to talk about. When you can review the past, you can review what's happening and start to understand the energies at play, because you have kind of so much more of the puzzle together of your soul.
Yeah, it's really beautiful and super fascinating.
Yeah, it's such an honor to do this work
Really is.
with others. It's such an honor, but I've learned a lot about myself through this work too, and it's just been immensely helpful in my life.
And we just think it's really cool to learn all the different motivations that souls have for incarnating and why they experience the different things, because no two stories are even remotely alike. And we just find that incredibly fascinating. It's just so amazing.
Yeah, even finding where read for two different people and they have some similarities in their readings, and you'd think oh, they're going to be like this and this, and then we do our coaching call, or it might be someone we know in real life, and we're like, nope, there's so much else that goes on that colors our perspective and experience, our motivations for being here. It really is wild that there's 8 billion souls on this planet, and every single one of us is truly unique in why we're here, what we're up to, where we go when we're not around. I mean, it's mind-boggling to me in a kind of super cool way how unique it really is when it comes down to the nitty-gritty of who you are.
Yes. And we accept the honor with just the most incredible amount of integrity as we possibly can.
So if any of this information is resonating with you, if you're finding the subject matter of your soul's energy and the Akashic Records fascinating like we do, you're our peeps for sure. If there's something else you want to know about that's coming up for you that we haven't addressed, leave us a comment and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. If you want to have a reading for yourself and find out all of this awesome stuff that we're talking about, plus so much more, there'll be a link in the description for you to book the Soul Journey Akashic Record reading.
And if you enjoyed any of this content, we are a new channel just getting started, and we would so much appreciate if you subscribe, and that would really help us out with the algorithm. We're just really grateful if you made it this far, that you have stayed with us this long.
You can watch us dole out about soul energy for the length of this video. There's a reason. Let's get to know each other. Have a great day.